You guys, I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was muted. So let me start over again. Happy Thursday and happy February 1st. I'm excited to start a new month because I've been really focusing in on some of my goals that I set for the new year. And I'm excited because you know how we talk about, people start the new year, they start their resolutions and then they fall off, they don't stick to them. Well, I'm excited for myself because I've actually been sticking to my goals, and it's really exciting to see things unfold according to the intentions that I set for the year, some of the things that I prayed about, and this has been a really awesome time. So today I want to talk to you about funnels, and if you really need one, hey, I want to talk to you about funnels because I know that funnels, is something that you probably hear people talk about, but it can be kind of confusing, and so I want to clear up the air on what a funnel is and if you really need one. And I'm going to teach you a really powerful online tool that you can use to build your business, which is a funnel. And we'll talk about whether or not it's something that you actually need to implement right now. Do you really need one? We'll go through all of that. But the first thing is, um, when it comes to online business, there are a few things that I'm always talking about you need to have in place. And as you guys know, one of those things I always say that you need to have is an email list. This is something that my clients know very well because they hear me talk about it all the time. So one thing is an email list, but the next thing I want to talk about, in addition to email list, is the funnel. So let me know in the comments if you know what a funnel is, or if you heard the word funnel before. This is an interesting concept for people who are just now starting online. I know it can just really throw you off because you're like, well, what is a funnel and what am I supposed to do? How do I set it up? I'm going to make it very easy for you today. So when you walk away from this live video today, you're going to understand what a funnel is, and you're going to be able to decide if you need one right now, and you're going to be able to know how to go and set one up. So in short, you guys, the simplest way that I can explain a funnel is that it's just a structured set of steps. Okay. I've heard of funnels and need a better understanding of. Okay, you will today. Today, you're going to feel like a funnel pro because it's not as complicated as it might seem. Hey, so it's not as complicated as people make it seem. So I know that for some people that word is just so intimidating because it is an online term, and it can be very technical. So basically, you guys, a funnel is just a series of steps that a potential customer goes through to become a paying customer or client. So it's a process that your ideal clients go through, right? So they start out as a prospect or a potential client or customer, and then they go through a process to become a paying customer or client. Okay. So this is why I'm always talking about why it's so important you to have an email list, because your email list could be a part of your funnel. It could be a part of the process that you take people through to become a paying customer or client. So it's just a series of steps. Okay. Now, when you understand that a funnel is just a series of steps. Now, let me talk about how this funnel looks when it's online and how the funnel looks when in other ways. So the first thing is that when you see a funnel online, now I know all of us have done this and I do it all the time. If someone is showing me an ad, if Facebook shows me an ad and it's something that I need or something that I'm interested in, or YouTube, wherever I'm at, if I see something that I'm interested in, I click on it, right? How many of y'all have clicked on something on TikTok or on Facebook and actually like bought something or ordered something? Let me know in the comments. Have you clicked on a Facebook ad, YouTube ad, TikTok ad, and made a purchase? Or have you downloaded someone's free product or bought someone's product from social media? Let me know in the comments if you have. Okay. So I remember when when the everything was changing, when Facebook was letting everybody know that things were getting ready to change because Apple was changing how they do business. So iPhone users would have the opportunity to opt out of certain types of advertising. So when you go and you look at something on social media, and let's say you're searching, you're on your phone and you're looking for a new pair of shoes, and let's say you get to the checkout on the website. As a matter of fact, you guys, I was just looking at a coat this morning on Macy's. If you go and you check out these shoes, and let's say you don't buy them, or you want to get them, or you got distracted and something came up. I get distracted all the time. So and then let's say you forget about the shoes, and then you go and you open up your Facebook, and then you see those shoes that you were just looking at online, whatever website it was on. That's because there's a little tracker that tracks everything you do online. Hey, Renee, there's a little tracker that tracks everything that you do, and it's called a pixel. So a pixel is a code that when you go to a website, that code is triggered. And what happens is the company that you just finished looking at, or the item that you were just looking at, that company knows that you were there because of the pixel. And so what they do is they take the product that you were just looking at and they show it to you again on social media. That is called retargeting. Okay. So they're retargeting you because you looked at something, and now they're like, hey, it's kind of like them saying, hey, you forgot to buy this. Well, when all of that started to change, so Apple came out and was like, hey, listen, we're going to give our users the opportunity to not allow you to track them. Okay. So yeah, I'm explaining it as in the simplest terms that I can. So even if you're not a technical person, you're gonna understand this. So so Apple came out and was like, hey, we're gonna give our anybody who's using our products, we're gonna give them the opportunity to not allow you to track some of their behaviors online. And so it was a big deal because marketers were like, okay, so how are we supposed to retarget people? It was like a whole lot. And one of my friends was like, hey, what did you decide to opt out of the tracking with your iPhone and all that? And I was like, well, no, because I actually like when I get retargeted, because sometimes I really do intend to buy something and I get distracted and I forget about it. So just like the coat that I was looking at on Macy's, if they show me that ad again, if they show me that code again, I probably will purchase it because that'll be like my second or third time seeing it. But it's not that I didn't want to get it; I just kind of got distracted. Okay, so anyway, when you guys see these ads and when you click on somebody's ad, let's say you see an advertisement for a branding boot camp. You click on that link because you're like, well, I need help with my branding. Let me sign up for this free branding boot camp. You click on the link for the free branding boot camp. It takes you to a page that's called a landing page. You put your email address in, you put your name in, and then you go, after you do that, you go to a thank you page. And then on a thank you page, it may say something like, hey, come and join this group because this is where the boot camp is going to be happening. And so you go ahead and you click the link and then you join the group. And now you're inside of this group and you're ready for this boot camp to take off. That is an example of a funnel. Okay. Now, the example that I just gave you is actually a funnel that I actually use. Yeah. I've signed up for classes and freebies. Yep. We all have. You guys, I love a good class. And usually if I sign up for somebody's class, a free class, I'm coming to buy because I know that they're going to sell me something. And I'm there so that they can sell me something because obviously if I'm there, I have this problem that you solve. So sell me what you got because I'm ready to buy. So so that's an example of a funnel. It's a process. It's a step-by-step process that you go through to become from prospect to paying customer. Now, in this example that I just gave you, there was nothing being sold at that moment because it was a free boot camp. But guess what? In that free boot camp, something will be sold. Okay. So it's still a part of the funnel. It's just not a sales funnel where something is being sold on the front end. And this example is still sales, but the sale is happening on on the back end. Okay. Now, a funnel is something that can be built technology wise, you guys, and it's not as hard as you might imagine. There are so many websites and platforms where you can go and they have funnels that are already built for you, and all you need to do is put your information in. Put your freebie in there, put your copy in there. What is this freebie all about? Why should people download it? Y'all, it's not I know it's so intimidating, right? Because my clients go through this kind of stuff all the time where they're so intimidated by technology. You guys, the truth is this technology doesn't do anything unless you tell it to. Okay. So when you want to if you make a Facebook post, it's not making that post unless you're feeding it the information to do it, right? It's the same way with setting up a funnel. You tell that funnel what you want it to say. You tell it the colors that you want in it, what it should look like, all that information. So a lot of these platforms have funnels that are already built for you, and all you have to do is go in, change up the words with your information, add your colors, add your photos, and boom, you are ready to go. Now, I used to build funnels as a done for you service for people, but back then when I was building funnels, they didn't have a lot of all-in-one systems. Like I use Kajabi. Kajabi is an all-in-one platform. There are several other all-in-one platforms as well. If you're interested in trying Kajabi, just send me a quick DM. I can get you with my affiliate link. I can get you a 30-day free trial if you want to try Kajabi. Now, Kajabi is an all-in-one platform where you can build your website, you can host your email list, you can upload your courses and your coaching programs for your clients, and then they'll have like a username and a password where they can log in. Kajabi does a whole lot of things, and that's why I love it. But back then, you guys, they did not have all these all-in-one systems. I would literally have to write the ad for write the Facebook ad for the person, and then I would connect the ad to put the link in the ad to one page in the funnel, and then they would click that link, and then they would go to the landing page, and then I would have to connect the landing page to the email list, and all I had to basically manually connect everything. Well, with these all-in-one systems, you don't have to do that because they've automatically connected everything for you, and all you need to do is put your information in. So let me know. Let me know if you guys have any questions about funnels so far. If anything that I'm saying is making questions come up, just go ahead and drop them in the chat, and I will answer your questions. Okay. So let me know if anything comes up. So again, a funnel is just a step-by-step process that people go through, your prospects go through to become a paying client. Now let's talk about the different phases of a funnel, because I also want you to understand that a funnel does not always have to be a technical thing that you actually build online. Now, I will tell you that having a funnel definitely can save you some time. If you are, let's say you work a full-time job, you're building your business, when you're not at work, having a funnel in place automates things for you, and you can accomplish a lot through a funnel without even being present. Now, a funnel, it puts automation processes in place, and so when you have a funnel, you can have a funnel to do several different things for you. You could have a funnel to find leads for you, where people, when they put their email address in, well, anytime somebody puts their email address in your funnel, that's a lead. But you can have a funnel that's just for leads, called an opt-in funnel, where people put their email address in and their name so that they can access whatever you're giving away or sign up for whatever you're doing. So opt-in means to sign up for, right? So an opt-in funnel is someone either signing up for your freebie or signing up for your free workshop or something along those lines. So that's a very simple funnel that's so easy to set up, you guys. Some of my clients who have no experience with technology have been able to go and set up an opt-in funnel. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys, if all of this sounds like so over your head and so difficult, I want you to feel encouraged, because each of these platforms, and I'll name a few of them in just a minute. Each of these platforms have lots of tutorials. They have so many tutorials, and many of them are step by step. And you can literally pull up the instructions and it'll show you, okay, step one, do this. Step one, step two, do that. Step three, do that. Like it walks you through step by step so that you can get things set up. So if you can follow directions, you don't have to be technical. You just need to be able to follow directions. And I promise you, you will be good. You'll be good. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to look all fancy because maybe you're not a graphic designer, but maybe you're just like, listen, I need to get my opt-in funnel set up so I can get people signed up for my free offer, or I can get people on my email list. Y'all, if you've heard any of my videos before today, you know that I'm always going to tell you to build your email list. Okay, you already know I'm going to tell you that and how crucial that is to your online business. So you can find the instructions, get that thing set up. As a matter of fact, if you really wanted to, you could probably build a funnel today because so many of these platforms have them ready for you. So your opt-in funnel, in my opinion, is the simplest funnel that you can build. It's usually just a landing page, and your landing page is where your prospects land on to get information about whatever it is that you're offering. If it's a free offer, if you want to make people sign up to get access to your social media community, whatever it is that you're offering, they're basically going to give you their email address in exchange for that thing. So the first thing is that landing page, and then they're going to put their email address in and their name, and they're going to hit submit, or yes, I want to download your freebie, and then it's going to take them to a thank you page. That is just a 2-page funnel. It's a landing page, and when they put their information in, it's a thank you page. Okay, you can set up 2 pages. Okay, you can set up 2 pages, or if you're in a position to, you could hire somebody to do it. There's so many people out there who will do it for you. I do not really do done for you services anymore. However, I did offer to my clients last year setting up their email list as a done for you service. But y'all, so many classes, so many instructions, so many YouTube videos to walk you step by step through this if you really want to get it done. Now, my clients told me, they're like, listen, I don't want to do all this Googling and stuff. Just, if you put the class on, we'll come to the class. I had several of my clients say that, look, just show me how to do it because I just don't even have the brain power because I got so much going on. I don't have the brain power to to sit there and try to figure this out. But if you show me how to do it, I'll show up to the class and we'll go through it. And we did that. We took a Saturday and we went step by step through setting up their email list. So the opt-in funnel is one thing. That's when you want to get leads. You want people to sign up for whatever it is you're offering, because you guys, in essence, the more people you have on your list, the greater your capacity to make money. The more people you have on your list, the more money you can make. That's why you want to make sure you're building your email list. Every time somebody signs up for your email list, that is a potential client. That is a potential customer. Very important, okay? So your opt-in funnel is the simplest out of all of them. You could also do a sales funnel. There are all kinds of different kinds of funnels. But the 3 I want to talk about today are opt-in funnel, your sales funnel. A sales funnel is when you're selling a product. So I've done this many times before where I've opted in, I signed up for a free workshop. The workshop is automated. And so immediately, as soon as I sign up, it takes me right to a pre-recorded class or video. And then, at the end of that video, about 10 minutes to the end of that video, a button pops up and says, join now. So this person is basically teaching something and then they're making an offer, right? That's a valid way to sell. You're teaching something, you're giving valuable information, and then you make an offer. That is a sales funnel where that video is, when it's halfway done, or 10 or 15 minutes until it's done, a button pops up inviting me to come and join their program or buy their course or whatever it is they're selling. That's a sales funnel, okay? A sales funnel, basically, sales is selling something, your course, your program, whatever it is you want to offer, your digital product, your VIP days, whatever you're offering, you can sell it through a sales funnel, okay? Now, the opt-in funnel, that's you collecting leads. That's normally an opt-in funnel is somebody signing up for your free thing, okay? Is this making sense to y'all? Let me know. Let me know if you're understanding this or if it's confusing, because I can break it down more if I need to. Okay, so another funnel that I think is really cool for experts, anybody who's selling their knowledge online, are I love book funnels. Book funnels are really awesome for those of you who have written books already, and you're like, I want to sell my book. Your book could be a great way for you to get clients. Seriously, a very powerful and elegant way for you to get clients could be for you to build a book funnel. So people they get into your funnel and they purchase your book, and now they're reading your book, and now they want to work with you. They want more, and they sign up for your programs. Okay, now we talked about the different funnels, and now I want you to understand that we talk about automated funnels, using technology to build a funnel, which is just a series of steps or stages, right? Stage one, stage two, stage three, or step one, step two, step three. Um, so it's just like any other thing, you guys. Like if you think about how when you go to, those of you who have been to school or college, any kind of school, you go through a process to become something. Like if you're getting a degree, there's a process that you have to go through, right? You go through your first year of college, your second year of college, your third year, and then your fourth year, depending on how long it took you to finish. And then at the end, you become something, right? You become a person with a degree, you earn something. When you're building your funnel, that's something to think about. What is the first stage they need to your prospect needs to go through? What's the second stage? What's the third stage? I'm going to explain those to you so that you understand what's happening at each step of the funnel. So the first part of the funnel is the awareness stage, and that's when people are just getting to know you, right? Now, here's the thing, you guys. When you go through when your prospects are going through your funnel, there's different stages and different levels of the funnel. What I see a lot of people doing is they're making the mistake of that awareness phase of the funnel is when, like, somebody just met you, they just became aware of you, they just discovered you, and they're like, oh, I found this person and they're saying all the stuff I need to hear. This is exactly where I am in my life, right? You're using your voice. This is when you're going live, and when you're sharing your freebies, you're sharing your content, and they have just discovered you, and they're like, where has this person been all my life? I find people like that all the time, where I'm like, where has this person been all my life? Like, I needed this information forever ago, and I just finally found somebody that's teaching on the stuff that I need to know. And so awareness is when they have just discovered you. But a lot of people make the mistake of trying to sell something in the awareness stage. And it's like, okay, this person just met you, they barely know you. It's just like, somebody, they meet you on the first day, and they're ready to get married. I can't really use that as an example because when I met my husband, we were engaged 2 weeks after we met. So, but y'all get what I'm saying. So when you when that prospect is in the awareness stage, they just met you. And that is not a good time to try to sell them something because they just met you. Just like if you meet a person and you ask them to marry you on the first day, that's just too much, right? That's coming off too strong, right? And it might scare the person away. So that's too soon. The awareness stage, hey, the awareness stage is too soon for you to try to sell something. This is why I encourage my clients to create content, nurture your audience, provide them with some value. Why? Because you want those prospects to warm up to you and get to know you before you even try to sell them something. Now, if you're selling a low ticket product, that does not really require someone to know you well, because it's like, people spend $27, $37 on food, or like, people spend more than that on a trip to Target. And so if it's $27, $37, even $97, that doesn't take a lot of like getting to know you and warming up. If you have a strong sales page, you can sell a $27 offer. If you have a strong testimonial, you can sell a low ticket offer. However, most of you, and as well as my clients, you want to sell higher ticket. You want to be paid to teach people, to coach people, to mentor people, to be a consultant. And so because of that, that requires top dollar. And when you are selling high ticket, even if you're selling like mid ticket programs, it is a good idea to allow people the opportunity to get to know you, because if they're going to be investing in your program, they need a little bit more time with you to get to know you before they invest on that level. This is another area where I see experts, coaches, consultants making a mistake. They're trying to sell to people in the awareness stage, and they're not doing anything to give people the opportunity to connect with them and get to know them. And so what's happening is they get new people that they'll join their have new people join their Facebook group, have new people join their email list, and then out of nowhere they're trying to sell something instead of providing content every week, like how I talk about providing good content every week. Um, getting them on your email list, connecting with them, communicating with them, building a relationship with them, right? Because the idea is to move them from awareness to the next stage, right? So imagine if you are imagine what a funnel looks like, right? Imagine like an upside down like triangle. That's what a funnel looks like. The awareness stage would be at the top of the funnel, the top of the triangle. Um, y'all, let me tell you, when you start to understand this, it's going to change the game for your sales. So when I said upside down triangle, I meant the tip of the triangle is at the bottom and the widest part is at the top. Okay. So the awareness stage is the top of the funnel. And there's several different ways to initiate awareness. It can be you getting booked on other people's platforms, speaking on other people's stages, getting booked on podcasts. This is why I teach my clients how to get booked on podcasts. If you have any events or articles or appearances, your content that you're putting out every week. This is how people can become aware of you. And so a lot of times, if you're struggling to sell, it's because not enough people know you, not enough people have seen you. There's not enough awareness. Okay, and so in the awareness stage, you want to connect with people and move them to the next stage, which is the interest stage. This is where people are getting interested in what you offer. And this happens when people, you're nurturing your audience, you're connecting with people, and they start to say, "Wait, you know what? That was a really good blog post, or that was a really good video. I wonder what else she has available. I wonder what else he has available." So they're starting to get interested in what you offer. They're joining your email list. They may join your Facebook group. They may comment on something that you post. This is the interest stage. And so then from the interest stage, you want to move people to the consideration stage. And this is like when you start to get to the middle of the funnel, right? You're moving them from the top down that funnel. Now they're in the consideration stage, and they may start looking at your products. They may start looking at your offer. They might start looking at your free boot camp that you have coming up. And so they're like considering you as a person to work with them. They're considering hiring you to help them reach their goal. And there's several different things you can do to spark that consideration stage. And so I encourage my clients to do live launches, whether it's a webinar or a challenge or any type of masterclass, multiple days. I encourage them to launch. Why? Because guess what happens when you have somebody who's in the consideration stage and they sign up for your launch? They most likely will buy because they're going to see your awesomeness, and they're going to trust you more because they see you all the time. They see your content coming out. They see you engaging with them, and they're going to trust you. And we know people are not buying from us if they don't trust us. Okay, so when you do a launch, which is a webinar or however you want to launch, now you push them to decision stage, because during your launch you're going to make them an offer, right? And so when you put that offer out, that's them coming to the point where they need to make a decision. Okay, they need to decide if they're going to join you, if they're going to hire you, if they're going to be a part of your program, if they're going to allow you to help them to get to that next level. Now there are other ways that you'll see your prospects getting into the decision stage. Like for example, one of my clients, she engages with her audience quite a bit, and so she has people reaching out to her from time to time saying, "Hey, how can I work with you? Like, what kind of programs and things do you have available?" That's a sign that that prospect is in the decision stage. They're at a point where they're trying to figure out how can they work with you, can they afford to work with you, and so they start to ask questions. If they schedule a call with you, that's at the decision stage, okay? And then finally, you move to the action stage where they this is where they buy. This is where you close the sale. And so the thing is, that's really important to take away from this. And hopefully, like this is not confusing to you because I'm trying to explain it in a way that you're like, okay, I got this. So there are different ways to move people um stage to stage, step to step. The thing is, when you have a funnel that's built on like a platform, for example, lead pages is a great way to create landing pages. I love lead pages. I'm not using lead pages at the moment because I do everything in Kajabi. But let me tell you, lead pages was one of the ones I almost I almost started using again, and I may start using it again in the future. But I love lead pages. So remember earlier when I kept talking about this landing page? A landing page is just a page when you click on somebody's ad on Facebook or wherever you or whatever social media platform you're on, when you click on somebody's ad, you go to a landing page. Okay, so the landing page is where that customer, that potential customer is going to land on. Okay, and so lead pages is a great way to build a landing page. You don't even need to have a website to start setting up funnels. You could definitely, in some of these platforms, you could actually build your website on some of these platforms. So Kajabi is a great one to help you build funnels. Lead pages, if you want to set up, you can build funnels with lead pages. You can build funnels with Click Funnels, Kartra. You can build funnels with Kartra. There's so many platforms out here, you guys. Like I said, a lot of these platforms already have the funnel built for you, and all you have to do is go in there, change a few settings, and add your information. Now the thing is, you guys, you can move people step by step through a funnel electronically or digitally with a digital funnel, or you can lead people through this process organically. And so here's what I mean by organically. So I told you what the digital funnel looks like. It's you clicking on somebody's ad, you get to a landing page, you put your email address in, your name, and then it takes you to a thank you page. Or you buy something. So if it's a thank you, if you sign up for something free, that's an opt-in funnel. If you're buying something, that's a sales funnel. Okay. So that's what a digital funnel looks like. You can also take people through these steps organically, which is what one of my clients loves to do. So let me give you an example of what taking someone through a funnel organically might look like. So the first thing is, for example, if someone joins, let's say somebody joins your Facebook group, if you have a Facebook group, somebody joins your Facebook group and they just found this awesome Facebook group and they're like, oh, I need to join this Facebook group. It could be whatever. So my Facebook group, I just recently changed the name. My Facebook group is Package and Sell Your Expertise Online. So someone who's looking to package and sell their expertise online, they're going to see my group and they're going to be like, oh my goodness, I need to join this group because I need to figure out how to package up my expertise so I can start building my online business. So let's say they click on your Facebook group and they're excited about joining, and maybe you have one of your questions, maybe you ask for their email address. And so they put their email address into your Facebook group. You can go and manually add that to your email list. So they join your group and you're excited because you're like, oh my goodness, I got a new group member. Let me send them a nice welcome message. So you go and you send them a welcome message and you say, hey, my name is Shanta. I am the creator of the Package and Sell Your Expertise Online Facebook community. And I just wanted to reach out and personally thank you for joining and welcome you to the group. And so that is you moving that person to the next phase of the funnel. So They're aware of you. They just found you. They joined your community, and now you're reaching out to them because you want to get them to that next phase. Okay, so there are two reasons why you want to reach out to people. If you have a Facebook group, this is just one way, you guys. This is just one strategy. So if you don't have a Facebook group, you don't have to worry. So I'm just illustrating this example so you can get an understanding of what an organic funnel looks like. So you reach out to them and you ask them a question. So after you introduce yourself, you thank them for joining. If it's a business group, I always tell my clients to ask them a question to get the conversation going, right? You want to get the conversation going so that you can start to build a connection with this person. See, what a lot of people do is as soon as somebody accepts the friend request or as soon as they join the group, you're hitting them with the sales message. And remember when I said that's the awareness stage, and it's not a good time to sell. The time to sell is once they've gotten to know you, once you've figured out if you can actually help them. Okay. So when you reach out, you want to do two things. You want to find out, first of all, you want to connect with that person. You're building a connection with that person. And then secondly, you want to find out if you can actually help this person. Is this person your ideal client? Because sometimes I don't know why people do this, but sometimes people join groups just to be joining groups, I guess. And sometimes I've asked people, hey, now before my group was the name that it is now, it was something like coaches and consultants. And I would be, doing my thing and reaching out to the new members. And I'm like, hey, do you have a coaching business? Or I would say, what kind of business do you have? And it's not, they're not all coaches. I have people in my group who sell lashes, real estate agents, all kinds of all kinds of people in my group, and so that's a good way for me to find out. Okay, is this person even an ideal client? Sometimes they're not sometimes they are, but the only way you're going to know that is if you reach out. Okay, so when I teach selling in the DMs, this is pretty much what I teach. I show my clients step by step how to build a relationship and then make offers to a person so that you can turn them into a paying client. So you reach out, you start a conversation with them, and you ask them a question, and you guys are going back and forth. And then the next thing you want to do is, so this is what I do, you guys. So I'm y'all, this is what I'm getting ready to tell you is some really good information. So this is how I get people on a call. And if I find out that they are a potential client and they say something like, you know what, I'm really struggling with my brand messaging. So you guys know, some of y'all know that messaging is my jam. Like anytime it comes to wording things or packaging things or messaging how to say things, um, I'm your girl. And so what I normally do is if they say something like, I'm really struggling with my messaging, I just need help figuring out like what to say or how to like introduce myself or how to articulate exactly what it is that I do. I'll say something like, you know what, this is something that I help my clients with. If you're open to it, let's hop on a quick call and I can help you to clarify your messaging pretty quickly. And so, and I send them the message, and most of the time, you guys, I get a yes. And the reason why I get a yes is because um, they know what's in it for them as well. I see people all the time saying, "Hey, book a call with me." And it's like, why? You're not giving people like a good reason to want to book a call with you. I like to give people a good reason to book a call with me. Why? Because I believe that people's time is valuable. And so I say, hey, look, I can help you with this if you're open to hopping on a quick call. I'll get on a call with them. I don't sell them anything. I'm just helping. I'm not selling anything. I'm being genuine. I'm learning more about them and I'm helping them. Now, you guys, now don't be out here doing this if you have a low ticket product, right? This is a good strategy if you sell high ticket. And the reason why is because when you sell high ticket, and let's say that you get on the phone with people, and you do these little calls. If your program is $1,250 a month for 6 months, then that call could pay off huge for you if that person joins your program. But if you're selling a lower ticket item, I would not encourage you to get on with people like that unless you're doing some research to find out what type of program you want to create, what type of information is needed, because that's going to pay off for you in the long run. But the reason why I say that is because if you sell lower ticket, you're going to get burned out and you're not going to be getting enough income coming in for the time that you're putting out to get on the phone with people. But remember, you guys, this is just an example to walk you through what a funnel can look like. Okay, so we talked about what it looks like digitally. Here's what it looks like organically when you're just interacting with people. So you can send them a message, ask them if they want to get on the call, tell them how you can help them, ask them do they want to get on the call, and get on that call, help them, but don't do it too long, you guys. I know people who do. They spend hours on these calls, and that's not the goal of these calls. These calls are supposed to be quick, not take a lot of your time. It's just for you to be able to connect with the person. You could do it via Zoom, you could do it via phone, however you want to do it. Now, this is for you if you are if you're just getting started, if you don't have all the technology stuff set up yet, if you want to sell high ticket, or if you just prefer to do it like this. I know people who who are crushing it without a funnel. And this we're going to talk about whether or not you need a funnel in just a minute. But you guys, this is just another way to do it. Okay, you can get clients through your funnel, you can get clients this way. So when you offer them a call, that pushes them through to the next stage in your funnel, because now that you are just getting on with them and speaking with them, you push them into the consideration stage, because now they're looking at, okay, well, I'm talking to this person on a call, and maybe this might be a great person for me to work with. Let me check this other program out really quickly to see if this other program is going to be great, or if I should just work with this person. And it's okay, you guys. Some people want to compare and, figure out what's best for them. And just because somebody's comparing your program to another program doesn't mean it's a no, right? It just means they're just trying to make a decision. But guess what? If you have a relationship with them, you can help them to see the value and the benefits of why they should choose you. So getting on that call, helping, serving, just connecting with them, it builds trust, it builds a powerful connection. And then guess what you can do after you get on that call with them? You can go back and push them into the decision stage by asking them, do they want to take you up on a specific offer? You could say, hey, so and so, I really enjoyed the call that we had. I have a program where I've got a couple of spots opening up in just a few weeks. And I think it'll help you solve the issue that you have, or reach the goal that you're trying to reach. Do you want to hop on a quick call and I can tell you all about it? Now, some people are scared to do this, but y'all, if when people have a problem that they need solved, they are not afraid of you making them an offer. They're not afraid at all. Why? Because they have a problem and they need a solution to that problem. So a lot of people don't want to sell because they're like, oh, what if they don't, if they say no? Okay, well, what if they say no? That's okay, right? But you guys, don't be afraid to make an offer to people, because you never know what that person may be ready to do. You may be surprised that people will pay you in full. And even if your program is $20,000, people pay $20,000 in full all the time for programs. And so don't be afraid to make an offer to somebody. So when you make an offer, you're in the decision stage, and now they need to make a decision. And when they close that sale, that's at the point where they're making that purchase, they're subscribing to that service, or they're booking an appointment. Now, if that just confused you when I said they're making the sale or they're booking an appointment, let me explain. It depends on what your ultimate goal is. Okay, so if you are trying to close a sale, then you're going to be looking for the action stage. In the action stage, you're going to be looking for that person to buy. However, if you're getting somebody to sign up for like a free workshop or something like that, where you're going to be offering your program, then you want to the action that you want them to take is for them to sign up. So it's still a funnel, it's just a different action of that funnel. Because remember earlier when we talked about the digital funnels, I talked about how you could have a sales funnel or an opt-in funnel, where it's the same way organic when you're talking directly to your prospects. You can, maybe you want to get them to sign up for your upcoming launch, or maybe you actually want them to buy. Now, here's a rule of thumb, guys. When you connect with a new person, when you leverage the power of social media to connect with a new person, here's the thing to ask yourself: does this person know me? And here's what I mean by that. So I had a client refer another client to me, and because she was referred to me by someone who she trusts, she didn't need to come to a launch. She didn't need to watch a 1 hour masterclass or, a 9 day masterclass, because she was referred to me by someone who she trusts. Now, I had just met her, right? I didn't know her. She was just now meeting me. I was just now meeting her, but she already knew of me when she reached out. And so, because of that, the process for me enrolling her to my program was different, because she was like, so and so recommended me. I'm ready to get started. Let's do this. So she pretty much was ready to go. So I didn't have to go through the same steps I would as I would have if someone was just meeting me for the first time without a referral. So a rule of thumb is, when you connect with a new person, don't just try to, sell them something right away. Ask yourself, okay, does this person know me? Is this person familiar with me? If they are not, your next step is to get them familiar with you. And how do you do that? You provide content, you show up, you do your live videos, you send out your emails, you connect with them. Do y'all understand that sometimes people have to see you? I've had clients who attended my workshops for 6 months, a year, before they even decided to work with me. They've been following me for a year before they even decide to consider my program. Okay. Sometimes it can take people longer to get to different stages of your funnel, and that's okay, right? So, but some people are some people get through those steps faster than others. So you want to provide content and engage for the ones who are stuck in the middle of the funnel. Okay. And the reason why I say stuck in the middle of the funnel is because they may need something as a catalyst to get them to the next stage where they're ready to buy. Okay. So when y'all hear me talking about doing all these things, like doing your content, getting your email list set up, this is why I talk about these things, because your goal is to keep people moving through the funnel so that they get to the bottom of the funnel. When they get to the bottom of that funnel, they should be ready to purchase. They should be ready to buy. So you want to think about, what is the ultimate outcome? What is the goal that you're looking for when you're communicating with this person? Now, there are some people out there, you guys, who are they don't like talking to people, and those people usually get all of their clients through, a digital funnel. But even still, you guys, if you want to, set up a digital funnel, you still got to make sure your stuff is on point, and you still have to talk to people in one in one way or another. There really isn't a way to avoid talking to people, unless, of course, you just want to, just sell these one-time digital products. But I don't think any of you want to do that. I think you want to impact lives. I think you want to be. Some of you guys want to be up close and personal and really serve people on deeper levels. Not that there's anything wrong with digital products. I have my own digital products. I'm actually building a new course right now. I've sold courses before. I'm building a new one as right now as I'm here live with you. I've got my stuff all around me to where I'm mapping out my and building my new course. But the thing is, you guys, communicating with people goes a long way, right? Talking to people it goes a long way. So now we need to figure out if you need a funnel or not. Okay, so here's what I would recommend. If you're selling high ticket and you're just getting started, I wouldn't worry about a sales funnel right now. I would just focus on connecting with people organically. Okay, now, of course, if you have some type of automated funnel, you're going to be able to get sales faster. But I usually recommend just starting out selling and connecting with people organically, because it's going to strengthen your sales skills, and you're going to get to know your audience a lot better than just jumping straight into trying to build a funnel. Because even if you do build a funnel, you want it to work. Now, what I would recommend for you is, even if you don't set up a sales funnel, at least an opt-in funnel. I think everybody should have an opt-in funnel. Okay. As far as a sales funnel, you may not need a sales funnel right now. There are a lot of other ways that you can sell, and I think that before you set up a sales funnel, you need to make sure your offer is dialed in. You want to make sure that offer is strong. You want to make sure you've got people buying and getting results. And the reason why I say that is because if you set up a funnel and you're running ads and and you're spending money on ads, you want to make sure you're spending money on ads that lead to a funnel that actually converts, that actually works, so that you're not just throwing money out of the window. So you want to make sure your offer is good. You want to make sure it's selling before you even consider setting up. Hey, lady, before you even consider setting up a digital sales funnel. So what I do with my clients is I show them. I want my clients to know how to sell without with or without a funnel. So we do talk about email opt-in funnels and all of those things, but I want them to be able to sell in with both ways. Okay. So if you are just starting out and you're selling high ticket, you could do the organic funnel that I just talked about, where you're connecting with people on a regular basis and you're having conversations. If you are an introvert, this could be a powerful way for you to close sales. I know people who close sales like this: 7 figures, 8 figures. You won't even see them. You won't even see them setting up fancy funnels. You'll see them on LinkedIn closing sales, high ticket sales on a regular basis. Okay. Now, everybody should have an opt-in funnel, meaning you should have a way for people to join your email list. So you should have something that you are offering for people in exchange for their email addresses. It doesn't have to always be a download, you guys, because if you do like let's say you do a live workshop or a live class once a week, that could be your opt-in, right? And if you're launching, that can build your email list as well, because people are going to be signing up for your launch. So in that case, your launch serves as your free offer. Okay. But I think everybody should have at least an opt-in funnel, but not everybody necessarily needs a sales funnel. Now, if you're more experienced and your offer is selling and you're getting clients, you're getting results, then I would definitely recommend a sales funnel, because then once you have a sales funnel set up, you can automate a lot of your sales, where you can have people coming in, joining your program, signing up without you even being there. But the thing is, y'all, let me just be honest, y'all. A lot of people don't even do enough work to find out if their offer is actually selling. So and that's a whole struggle within itself. Believe me, I understand that struggle because I've been there and I've done that. But a lot of people won't even do enough work to really find out, okay, is my offer working? Um, Talking to 10 people is not going to cut it. Okay. My clients know that. You can't just talk to only 10 people and then go off of that, right? You gotta really work it. You gotta work in these business streets so you can take the data and then make a decision. So you want to find out, you want to make sure your offer is selling before you take the time or spend the money to set up a sales funnel. Once your offer is selling, then by all means, you could probably automate, bring clients in automatically. Okay. All right, you guys. So we talked about the differences between, we talked about like a digital funnel and how you take people through a series of steps to join your email list or buy something from you. And then we talked about organic funnels, where that's you just being, grassroots, connecting to people, talking to people, person to person. And this is great for you if you sell high ticket. Connecting with people and selling like that is a powerful way to close a sale. But you want to think about moving them from step to step to step, phase to phase, right? Because that's what a funnel is. So you want to think about, where they are when they just connect with you, right? And remember when I said, when they just connect with you, that's not the time to sell, unless they reach out to you and say, hey, take my money. What do you have? I want to buy something from you. I want to join your program. What are you offering, right? You're going to have people like that. You're going to have people that just say, take my money, right? But what I usually do with that is I kind of slow down, because what I used to do is I would immediately jump like, oh, this person wants to work with me. But now I ask questions like, okay, well, what are you trying to do? Because I want to make sure I can help this person, right? I like to do business with integrity. I'm not taking anybody's money if I know I can't help them. So I want to find out first, okay, well, can I help? Can I help this person before I even, consider taking them on as a client? But you want to move them from the awareness stage to the interest stage, and then from the interest stage to the consideration stage, and then from that stage to the decision stage, and then you want to get to the action stage where you're actually closing the sale. both the digital funnel and your organic funnel is going to work in the same way. So now when you talk to people, when they're encountering you, I want you to start thinking about, okay, what stage is this person in my funnel, in my organic funnel? What stage is this person at? Okay. If they're just getting to know you, that's that awareness stage, right? If they're signing up for your email list, that's interest. That's great. That's a great stage to be in. That interest stage, when they click and they sign up for your email list or they sign up for your new freebie, that's the interest stage. But you guys, I want you to remember that the whole reason for why you do what you do on a daily basis as an expert online, the whole reason why you're doing this is to move people through your funnel. And for some people, it takes different things. For some people, they're looking at your content every week, and that content is going to push them over and say, you know what, I just need to go ahead and sign up for this program. Some people need a little bit more nurturing, right? Some people, you're gonna have some people who are buy from you on the spot, and that's just a different kind of people. I'm like that. If you have something that I need, I'm not waiting 3 weeks. I'm gonna buy it, right? But some people need a little bit more, they need a little bit more nurturing. They need to see a little bit more content from you. They need to engage with you a little bit more. That's the whole reason why you're doing what you do. You guys, remember when I said I've had people who have watched me for a year or 6 months before they even join my program? I do the same thing. I watch somebody for a long time before I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work with this person. This is why consistency is so important, you guys, because you never know who's thinking about working with you. Okay. You can't just show up on Tuesday and then get mad because nobody was watching your live and then don't show up the next Tuesday, right? Because sometimes, first of all, these numbers aren't always accurate. Also, people go back and watch your replays, right? But sometimes people are watching you and they don't click on it. So it doesn't show that they're watching it, right? So there's a lot of different variables that go into it. So you can't just get an attitude and just be like, I'm not coming back next Tuesday. No, because there may be somebody who's waiting to work with you who wants to join your program, but they just need a little bit more nurturing. They need to see how you teach, hear how you do business, and feel a little bit more connected to you before they pull out their credit card and make that purchase. Okay. So you guys, let me know what you thought. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching live, just let me know, what did you think about what we talked about. I just want to make sure it's not confusing. Okay. I want to make sure is you understand what a funnel is and what the purpose of it is. Right, silent viewers. Yep, they just scroll and they see your face and they just watch without clicking on it, so they don't show up as a viewer. Okay. All right, you guys. So let me know, what did you think about what we talked about with funnels today? Do you have a better understanding? Or are you leaving this more confused? You can be honest. If you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it," let me know. But if you're like, "Girl, now I'm more confused than I was when I started this video," let me know how you're feeling about funnels. Do you understand the purpose of a funnel? And do you understand why you need an opt-in funnel? And do you understand how you can move people through the process? This was very helpful. Okay, great. I'm so glad to know that. And that was just my initial goal, is to really try to break this down in a way that's just so simple to understand, you guys. Because when you see the word funnel, it's like, oh my gosh, what is that? It sounds like some super technical term. It sounds a little scary because you're like, how am I gonna do this? Like what y'all, like, it's not that complicated. It's just steps that you take people through. That's it. Step one, step two, step three. Okay. I have a clear understanding. Great. Oh, y'all are making my heart so happy. I'm so glad that you understand it now. So remember, you guys, you can do this. You can do this digitally, or you can do it organically, where you're just moving people. This is why when I teach my clients how to sell in the DMs, that guess what they're doing? It's a funnel, right? Because you connecting with them in the DMs, you're getting to know them, you're moving them from place to place to place, right? You're moving. You got to continuously move people through. So when I'm up here, you guys, and I'm talking about, and I'm telling you to create content, I'm telling you to create your email list, and I'm saying this stuff. I can't say until I'm blue in the face, because I don't think I can get blue, but y'all get what I'm saying. I say this stuff over and over and over again because it's important for your your clients, your potential clients. But there's so many ways, you guys. You got to get out there and try some things. and find what's going to work for you. But you got to try some things to be able to figure that out. I agree. Amen. Let's crush it in 2024. Okay. You guys, don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to just reach out to people and say, hey, I got this coming up. Are you interested? Y'all, that's moving somebody from one phase of the funnel to the next phase. When you reach out to somebody in the DMs and they're not on your email list, and you say, hey, what, I got this free workshop coming up. I'm going to be teaching you how to meal prep according to whatever it is you do. Would you like me to send you the link to sign up? Bam. Let me tell you, my clients, they crush it with this. They know what to say. They know what to say to move that person to the next step, right? And if that person writes you back and says, heck yes, I need to learn how to meal prep, send me the link, right? You just move that person from the awareness stage to the interest stage, right? And then when they sign up and then they show up, and then you're talking about your what you do, and you're teaching them some good information, you just move them to the consideration stage, right? So this is why I teach you guys what I teach about getting that email list up, making sure you're showing up live, making sure you're putting your content out there, because you want to constantly move people through the funnel. Okay. We talked about the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. The top of the funnel is they just got to know you, right? Your goal is to push them through to the next phase, right? Get them to the middle of the funnel, right? Because now when you get into the middle of the funnel, now they're warm. And then you want to make sure you're doing what you got to do to push them to the bottom of the funnel. Because when they get to the bottom of the funnel, they are ready to buy. This is how you can predict your income. Because at any given moment, you should know who you can go to if you're doing it organically. You should know who's ready to buy. Because you've been talking to this person for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you went through all the pre-qualifications. I teach this inside of my program, how to pre-qualify somebody, to find out if they're going to be a good candidate for your program. When they get to the bottom of that funnel, they are hot. They are ready to buy. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm so glad that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I know I've been talking about this, you guys. I finally just got the all of the details out to my clients and alumni about our in-person event that we have coming up in April 5th and 6th. It's a 2-day event where we're going to be going into detail about building your brand and your business online. This is me, like, y'all see how today we talked about technical stuff. That's really my strength. Okay, so I'm really strong with writing copy, packaging, marketing, and so, but I also have really strong technical skills. And now I'm really bringing that to the forefront, because what I'm finding is people understand like concept. Like, you can understand, okay, oh, I need an email list, right? You understand that. But setting up the email list is a whole different thing, right? And so I'm really bringing more of the technical strength to the forefront, because I see how much people need it. I had actually was trying to like kind of keep it on the back burner, because that's not necessarily my favorite thing. Now for me it is. I love building funnels. I like building websites, but I like doing those things for myself and not necessarily for other people, because I don't like the pressure. I don't like the pressure of having to perform or do this the way this person wants it. Um, I usually only do stuff like that for people that I've been working with for a while, or people that I know, because my clients be like, girl, look, just get the stuff set up for me, right? So, but I enjoy those things, but it's just not something that I taught on as frequently. So in this in-person event, we're going to talk more about funnels. Now, today you understand the overall strategy of a funnel. I'm going to teach funnel building at my in-person event in April. We're also going to do a session on personal branding, where I'm going to show you how to get your personal branding assets together. So when somebody says, hey, can you come speak on my podcast? You got all of your stuff, all of your personal brand assets together. You can send them whatever they're asking for. We're also going to do a session on sales, social media marketing. Listen, it's going to be a action-packed weekend. It is an accelerator, right? So that means the information that's coming is going to be intensive. So it's a great opportunity, because when you go away, you guys, I noticed this too. I like to go away to business events too, because It's one thing to like do like a class online when you're at home. When you're at home, right? So if I'm trying to do an online class and my doorbell rings, right? I'm gonna be turning around looking out the window trying to see who's at the door. And then I'm like thinking to myself, oh, I need to run out and get some bread and some eggs and stuff like that. But when you're away and you're in a different location, you can focus and you can actually get things done. Okay. So it's going to be 2 days of just focusing in on getting your online business up and thriving. So we're going to go into detail. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be teaching things that I haven't even taught inside of my program, just because my clients were we were when I work with my clients inside of my program, we work with where everybody is at right now. Okay. But now my clients have like, they have those who have graduated from the program, they're ready for this kind of information too. So I'll be teaching some stuff that I haven't even taught inside of my programs because my clients just weren't ready for the download yet. Okay. So we're going to be going into detail. And so when you walk away, you're going to have a clear plan on what you need to do to build your online business. All the stuff that we talked about today, we'll be going into greater detail about that. If you're interested in getting a seat, the seating is limited, you guys, because it's going to be an intimate event. This is not a big event with 2,000 people where you can't really get that ask questions and get the support that you need. It's going to be an intimate event, so seating is limited. So if you're interested in coming, just shoot me a DM on Facebook, or you can just send me an email on info@shantabrents.com, or you can message me on any platform that I'm on, Instagram, LinkedIn. Shoot me a message and say, hey, I'm interested in grabbing a seat. It's going to be a great time. One of my clients is like, I'm already getting my stuff ready so I can get ready to travel. I think the other thing too, you guys, is my clients are so bomb. Like, if you're not a client, you're going to want to come in and just get connected, because the network, they are strong. They're strong. And if you need a support system of people who are supporting you and cheering you on, listen, we don't do jealousy, we don't do competition. We support each other. Okay. And we motivate each other. Like one of my clients I was talking to her a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about another one of my clients. She was like, oh, I miss her. And I was like, that's what it's like, right? When you are missing somebody, like, it's like when they're gone, it's like you're missing that energy. Like you miss the vibe, you miss the energy, you miss that support. And so with my clients, that's what you're getting. So if it's just to come and learn and be in the room and build your support system, come out, hang out with us, meet us in Atlanta in April. um we have I have all the information that you need, and I can send it to you upon request. So just shoot me a DM if you're interested in coming. I would love to meet you in person. So other than that, you guys, let me think what else I have coming up. I do have a free offer that's coming out. I've been talking about this offer for a couple of weeks now. Stay on the lookout for that. Some of you have heard me teach on some of these things, but I'm going to be talking about 10 different ways to package and sell your expertise online. And I also have a couple of bonuses in there where I'm showing you other ways that you can increase your income, other ways to make money online. So that can clear up all of the worries or concerns that you have about, how am I going to bring money in? How am I going to package this up? What else can I do to make money online? You guys, you don't want to miss out on this guide. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, you guys, if you have any questions, just reach out. I will see y'all back here, y'all, next Thursday, same time, same place. Have a beautiful February 1st, you guys. A new month, new opportunities, new possibilities. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys again soon.